Hi, Virgo. So, I had the flu and I'm still recovering. So if I sound, excuse me, a little bit weird and I cough throughout, it's because I'm recovering from the flu, as I assume a lot of people are. Queen of Cups, you are able to really talk about your feelings. And people are talking to you about their feelings, and it's nice. It's a welcome change from the everyday Virgo existence. It's really sweet. Queen of Cups is also someone, really being honest with you about how they feel about you. And it's been a minute, I think, since people have been forthcoming. So that's really nice too. If you're dealing with a water sign that you feel is being a bit evasive, or you feel like the water sign is the one that got away, this may be a very good time to revisit that. There may be more there than you realize. And I think that person is also thinking about you. So don't go out of your way. Don't leave the fountain space, but do observe. The High Priestess 10 of Cups is an interesting vibe. It's, gee, Virgo, lots of the things that you've been telling everyone you no longer want, if you just sit still and focus on self, will come to you. And you have been doing so. Past couple of weeks, you have naturally turned, not inward, because you're always turned inward, but you've turned off. And I think the part you've turned off of yourself is the part that's revving to get to the finish line, revving to get to completion, revving to create that achievement gold star. Always wanting the gold star, always needing the gold star. One could even go so far as to say that a Virgo can be controlled with the need for the gold stars, to have them, to get them, and to give them. So the High Priestess is stepping outside of that paradigm and saying, although this is lovely and I really appreciate a merit-based system, my feelings and what I deserve in life cannot be based on these sort of metrics. What does that mean? That means that it's time for a new direction when it comes to love, a new way to love. Doesn't necessarily mean a new person. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. It's just a cycle that's just over, and now you can be a lot more open, and you can be a lot more lenient, and you can be a lot more brave. Just choose a new direction. If this is the choose your own adventure VR hologram package, you are at that moment where you decide, or you get to choose whether the character goes left or right. And to the left, we have the same old, same old. And to the right, we have a new direction that will last for a long time if you are open and honest and brave and respectful enough to acknowledge a connection. If you, Virgo, at this time feel like you can deny a connection, treat someone like an option that you know should be more, hurt someone that you ultimately love and later would like to be with, you're going to really mess it up. If you feel it, this is the time to act on it, because if you don't, you're going to say too much in the wrong way and it'll be bad and you won't be able to take it back. And instead, you could be chilling. It's very good stuff. Very good stuff. You have some real big, life moments coming up. We're talking about marriage. We're talking about kids. We're talking about getting engaged. Just good luck, good luck, good luck. Wealth and business ventures going very well. It's all part of that 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands energy. It's all coming together for you. And so part of that coming together means that you have to acknowledge things and lean into them so you can receive them, right? And that's exactly what these past few weeks have been about just that. And there's no way to really do that other than just being yourself and letting it, letting it in, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what or how to react, and just letting it happen to you. And yeah, leaning into the feeling of it, acknowledging it, having respect for it, admitting it. And through that, being able to, Six of Cups, communicate in a way that you haven't, probably for a long time or ever. And through that, you are able to find a place in the Sun, the Hermit and the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune. Really, really good cards here. Really good cards. Not one card that could be construed as in any way negative. Not a one. It's really good stuff. And all it requires from you is, stepping up and showing up. If you can do that, Virgo, this month, and by this month I mean now mid-October to mid-November, this month will be very, very, very smooth. But of course, if you feel like denying any or all of it, it will become pretty dicey pretty quickly. But we knew that. We knew that. We knew that. We knew that. Right? This is not the time to play yourself. For Halloween, you guys will be Ophelia from Hamlet. These are the Revolution rings. This is green topaz. And the other one that will be on sale is the amethyst. This is not the amethyst, but I will show you that later. There is a soft launch in Bushwick, Brooklyn on 11/11, November 11th, in the evening at a salon called Wild Oleander, which is owned by a friend of mine, Sandy. Shout out Sandy and Carolina. Carolina, my childhood friend, is also my business partner on the Revolution Rings endeavor. So these will be available at the soft launch. Tickets are available below. Your ticket to the, your purchase of the ring is also your ticket to the event and the party afterwards. So super fun. I hope to see you guys there. We'll do another one in London on March 3rd. And hopefully one in India in December, in Mumbai. Okay, love you. See you in a second. Let's look at these cards, yeah? Hi, Virgo. This is actually the Hermit ring, which will be a part of the next collection. Not that we're talking about that right now. Okay. Why is it taking so long? What's up with you? You obviously made the last part when you were sick, and now it's been days, and what's going on? This reading is actually very heavy. And once again, like I always say, this is not a cop-out. I'm really, really glad that I waited, because there is something very... there's something very interesting going on here. A lot of Virgos are doing almost everything they can at this time to stay out of love. A lot of Virgos have already gotten really clear indications. Their intuition has already spoken to them. It's a lot of intuition right here. They already know what's up. And for a subset of you, I feel like that then makes you want to take all your gifts and misuse them, because you're deflecting and you're trying to get away from what is obviously enormous abundance that's, very much geared towards you, and it's flowing to you, and it's coming to you naturally, and it's beautiful. But, I can definitely feel here that there is an extreme hesitation. There's, he who hesitates is lost. There's this feeling that so much, the Sun, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, like 10 of Wands, like so much forward momentum that it's like almost feels like pressure. And the moment something feels like pressure to the Hermit, they're out. But who are you getting away from? You know what, like Virgo, let's have a chat. Yeah. When you run away from what you love. You're just running away from yourself. When you love someone, that is the highest expression for you of this energy. You know that loving someone gives you greater insight into yourself. You know that if your goal, as every Virgo's goal is to shine that lamp of illumination, then you know that being with someone that you can be yourself with, therefore this light can even exist, this light of authenticity. You know that being with someone who you can be that way around is the highest expression of the lonely hermit. You know, the hermit is lonely in anticipation of a kindred soul. Now, for some of you, that's someone who has an air sign, who has an air placement, probably an air rising. And for some of you, it's this fixed fire. But there's something this King of Swords and this Sun card have in common. They're holding you down. They're pinning you down with quite some authority. Now, for some of you, this really is the ghost of the air sign that got away, and it's still pummeling you. As time goes on and the loss gets further and further away, you begin to really feel how they are in a lot of pain for losing you. And this is probably something that you never anticipated. Conversely, if you're cross-watching and you're a Leo or an air sign, and you feel like you can't live without this Virgo and like you've messed up and like, yeah, you messed up pretty bad, it looks like, I think. And even if you didn't mess up, I don't know if this is the best time to approach what is otherwise a, pretty tenuous situation. I think when Virgo gets in this space where everything is going well and yet their heart still hurts, there is nothing you can do but leave them alone with it. If you are this person, leave them be. Talk to them when they want to. Be there for them, but don't intrude. Just in general, don't intrude if you're cross-watching and you're wondering about a Virgo. They need time and space in their head right now to make the right long-term decisions. And for some of you, Virgos, you're carrying around this strange notion that if you spin the wheel, if you believe in abundance and you spin the wheel, that it will all fall apart. It is unearthing that belief that a lot of Virgos have, that other people are allowed to have all the things, but not you. And of course, that's a pretty toxic piece of coding to be in your cybernetic system. So of course it needs to come out. What better time than the beginning of Scorpio season to figure out each one of these swords? 13 to be exact. 14 if you want to count my mans over here. Each one something that this season will show you that you do not need, because it's very obvious that this is not tied to what's happening. This is in spite of this being your resting state. And although you may be highly functioning at maintaining an outward persona, being in society, having friends, working hard, being happy, underneath it all is the subtext of this loneliness, pain. And Scorpio season doesn't mean to bring that out of you, but if it's there, it does shine a light. It does. The sun does hit a certain angle in Scorpio season that reveals the muck of the muck of the muck. So if from a third party point of view, you seem to have everything going for you, or if you are cross-watching for a Virgo that you think has everything going for them, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but that's just not the case. Virgos are just flawless at the execution of anything that may become an achievement or accomplishment. Any endeavor that they can turn into a gold star, they'll do it up. So if the gold star, if the assignment is convincingly live a happy life, regardless of how you actually feel, the Virgo will abide and get all the gold stars and not feel a thing. And never get messy, because they never really felt anything. Right? Oh, we wait this long for a reading and then you read me like that? Yeah, because this resting state here, Virgo, like, not to get too serious, it's not good for your heart. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. We can't let you do this. You can't be out here doing this. Yeah, sure. I think some of you did, like, yes, you lost someone, an air sign that was very, very close to you, probably known them since very young. And, like, that was your, this is the Gemini card. Can't make this shit up. That was your, that was your Gemini. But the wheel has spun, mon ami, and here we are. And so we hope and pray that the wheel spins in our favor and that we don't ourselves turn it the wrong way. And how would you do that? How would you turn it the wrong way? By not wanting to shine this lamp over here. By not being willing to acknowledge it. Okay. Acknowledge the pain so you can push through, darling. One more gold star. Let's call it gold star, yeah? I love you. I'll see you in the extended.